Welcome back to the Cow Farm, episode 5. We are now moving our dairy cattle into the dairy barn here. And yes, I said round them up. And this is how I round them up, with this herdsman stick. I've already moved 200 of them into the barn. And we're moving the last 50 into the barn. It's a neat little thing, and it only costs $100 to be able to move animals. Select, move to husbandry. Alright. We should have all our cattle in this barn here. And we are gonna take our herding stick. We're gonna put it in here. That way we won't lose it. And yes, we got them all in here. We should have them in here now. All of them. Cow pasture has no animals in it at the present time. But we're gonna change that here in a couple minutes. Alright. That didn't affect them any. Now we can get manure and slurry from them. And they're 7 months old with a 38% puberty rate. They got plenty of total mixed rations to start with. I got everything needed for the robot to kick in. Oh, it says straw pellets also. Oh, really? I did not know that. Okay. Alright. Let's get some beef cattle. I don't know which episode I spoke about the beef cattle. But we are going to get 125 at 6 months old. I mean, yeah, 125 of the Angus. Whoop. And we're also going to get some Highland cattle at 6 months old. Alright. We have 125 Black Angus and 125 Highland cattle. Those are the beef cattle. Here. Mission accomplished. We now have 500 head of cattle all together in the both two pens, and of course we still have 250 sheep and 50 goats. I'm not going to do anything different with them. Alright. Let's grab our trailer over here. I was filling it up. Wow, that took a big chunk of the money. We got mineral feed. Now we'll see what the capacity is on that mineral feed. That's different. Okay. I had put 250 in there, and we got 252 mineral feed left out of 1,000,000 liters of mineral feed. Okay, that should tell me something. I'll have to take a look at that. Alright, capacity of each chamber for the robot to mix stuff with is 1,000,000 liters of each. A, solid straw and mineral feed. Alright, that works. I could put straw pellets in here instead of straw. Really? Okay. And we're going to take the remaining mineral feed. We're going to come over here. And put it in here. Alright, that took all the rest of that. Okay, what do we got? That was 100,000 liters of mineral feed in there. Okay. I don't think I'll run out of water anytime soon. I am pleasantly surprised about that. We'll store the rest of this mineral feed. Of course I could sell it back. The remaining bag. I might do that. See what I get. Oh, okay. Almost 1,000,000. In fact, I did get 1,000,000. Alright, we need... Whoop. Some solid fertilizer. Roughly about 70. Close enough. No sense of trying to sell that. Put it in the silo. Alright. We got our 2 fields planted. One in canola and the other one is in barley. Of course, we got this grass field over here. I ain't done nothing with it yet. We need some seed. Roughly about 24. Try to stop it under 24. Oh, overshot it. Oh well. That's alright. We got it. We're also going to need some herbicide. We need roughly about 67,000. There we go. I don't know if this sell all buy it or not. Nope. Yep, there we went. It went. Alright. Let's see where we're at here. Let's take a look at our finances real quick. Okay. That's cool. I believe I'm gonna buy some chaff. Spend some money. Wow, that's still up. We can't do the hay just yet. Ah, let's deactivate that, but we'll keep the digest type part running. Okay. We are gonna activate this one and this. Whoop, and this one. Ah. All right. Let's take a look at the recipes. That says 200. We'll do that. Ah. And that one. And we got our chaff. Alright. Let's grab some TMR out of here that I already got made. Ready to fill up the cow pasture back up. That should do it. Didn't take it all, but that's okay. We got some to keep it up. We'll store the rest over here. Alright. That should take care of that. Yeah. Alright. Our animals all A-okay at the moment. we're going to take this trailer and put it in behind here, in between the two. Just like that. Alright. Our greenhouse is running. What about another tractor? Oh. I believe we're going to get a 7R. Bump up the engine. Get 12 more on there. Whoop. We want wide tires with weights, US. That's a pro. Yes, we want that too. Alright. We now have 4 tractors. How we looking on finances? Okay, we're not in the red at all. We're gonna go back over here to this forest area and start cleaning up the trees up. We're gonna be going into another chipping fancy. Grab our chipper. And our trailer, of course, up. You had to hit that header. Alright. I forgot about this. Oh well. This still serves the purpose. Go down along here. Before we get down to this corner here, and when we left off on the last episode, I did took a trip down to this corner, and lo and behold, I discovered something. I saw something bubbling up out of the ground. I said, oh. What do we got here? I tested it and everything. And lo and behold, we got oil on this map. Yeah. Discovered oil. So we immediately decided we're going to do some crude oil on this map. Amazing what you can find in a wooded area. Crude oil. Yep. So I immediately put up a crude oil drilling rig or plant, whatever you want to call it. First, I tested it out to make sure we got had oil here with the oil derrick pump, and we got 2 barrels here sitting that I haven't been able to move because I can't pick them up by hand, so I need a forklift or something to pick them up or push them in to this area over here or over to the oil processing plant, which converts it into various products. I got a selling station down here also to sell my oil products. And what we got, we need to get into the correct menu. And the refinery makes bearing grease, diesel, gasoline, kerosene, LPG, which is propane, motor oil, and paraffin. Paraffin. Wonder what we could make with paraffin. Would that be plastics? Anywho, we got everything on the storing mode. We got some crude oil in here now. We haven't activated any of this stuff yet because, okay, there's not enough crude oil. We haven't pumped up enough crude oil to do anything yet. Kerosene, the only 3 that gives with the maximum of 30,000 liters is the diesel, gasoline, and the LPG, which is propane. All the other stuff is the capacity is 50,000. We don't have enough crude oil to do anything yet. So we're going to let this run before I activate. I should activate the diesel. That way we got diesel for our equipment. But like I said, I was clearing out this area over here. Decided I was going to start at this corner. And this thing is noisy. Trees, but there's enough here to make some money with it. Once I get this forest area cleaned up, I'll probably start making. I'm not sure how big a field I'm going to make in this area yet. Might be a bunch of small fields on this plot. Alright. Some of these trees are difficult to get, but they will be gotten. Yeah, that's a pretty wide gap there. Gives me an idea. Instead of wasting the big build area, I think I'll do it down on the edge of the map. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Noisy thing off for a moment. Going to landscape mode into paint mode. Let's do dirt. We got a dirt road here, coming up along there. Alright, let's see if this fits in here. Alright, we're going to use Farmer Donkey's chip and wood saw. First time using it. How far down can we go with this? That's all the further we can go with that. Okay. Areas restricted. Okay. There we go. Alright. That leaves enough gap. Cool. Alright, let's take a look at this. This is my first time looking at this mod. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Nice. This is what you call opening it up. Alright. Wood chips, wood. Wood chips, wood. And we also get wood chips. Right. Oh my lord. But that's alright. Got planks. We'll activate that. Long planks. Prefab. Wood beams. Oh, that comes from the wood. Okay. Alright. I ain't gonna worry about that at the moment. I'm not doing any wood at the moment. We're just doing wood chips. Alright. It's all crashing before it starts doing some stupid stuff. We're gonna dump some wood chips in here. And it's full. Cool. And it's running at 24 cycles per month. The other one that's running at 33.6 cycles per month is prefab walls. Alright. Alright. There's a stump there I didn't get. Look at our finances real quick like. We still didn't go in the red, so it was pretty cool. track here. They go in this direction, toward the sawmill area. We're going to put a greenhouse in this area right here. It's going to pertain to the sawmill over here. Back over here for a minute. This is the dirt road. That'll be going up to the other section. We want to go into greenhouses. There it is. We're going to get the greenhouse wood production. We're going to put it down. Line it up a little bit. Area is restricted. Alright, I'll spin it. There, look at the greenhouse for wood to go into the sawmill. We're gonna need